Batwing number 26, written by Justin Gray and Jimmy Palmiotti, art by Eduardo Pansica. So this is kind of the build-up to what everything Luke Fox has been doing in his book up till now. So last time Luke was attacked by an assassin named Lady Vic, and then she said, hey, all of this, the whole thing with the Marabunta and the diamonds and everything like that was run by a guy named Caligula. And so we start in Rome, Italy, where Luke is deep undercover as a MMA fighter who is just straight up making this dude tap out. He's gone several weeks here in these fighting rings trying to attract the attention of Charlie Caligula, who is out in the crowd. And as he's got his hand raised up, we see Caligula is taking a liking, tells his assistant, hey, go get that guy. So in the locker rooms afterwards, the assistant, who's this redheaded woman, steps in and says, hey, Mr. Turner, which is his fake identity, you've been invited to this super special fighting tournament. And he's like, oh, yeah, you gonna be there, sexy thing? And she's like, okay, Luke Fox, I stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. And turns out that Batman had a contact back from his Batman Incorporated days that had an in with Caligula and was seeking to take him down. And it is this lady whose name is Pipi Giovanni. I don't know who she is. She did not appear in the Batman Incorporated of the New 52, but apparently she has some ties. So regardless, she's like, yeah, I've been trying to get to him for months, waiting and biding my time. If you're going to help me out, great, but we're going to do this my way. And he's like, all right, I guess, sure. So they go to Rome. Sorry, not Rome. They go to a place that is built to look exactly like ancient Rome because that's Caligula's thing, down to the Colosseum where Luke Turner is currently just completely out of his depth as he is fighting against a dude who has flaming dragon fists. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to die here unless I find a way out of this. And he notices the guy has some scars on his knees from surgery, so he takes a guess and tries kicking out the guy's legs. Turns out it works, and he manages to get the upper hand. So Caligula's standing over as the emperor, and he's like, hey, good job down there. And Luke's like, hey, I didn't agree to fight super-powered people, man. I'm out. This sucks. Why would I do this anymore? And he's like, no, you're not out until I say you're out. Because I am the ruler of everything here. That's my power. Ha ha ha. So, anyway, because you won, you're free to fight until tomorrow. You may pick any one of my wonderful concubines up here. And, of course, he points out to Pippi and is like, all right, she'll come with me. So, later that night, Luke essentially lays down the law and says, hey, he's going to kill me tomorrow. I was supposed to be a lamb for slaughter, and I just humiliated his dude. I'm going to die tomorrow unless we take him tonight. And Pippi's like, that's going against literally all of my plans. What happened to me being in charge? And he's like, I'm planning on living, so I'm going to go get him tonight. And she's like, that's your plan? You're just going to go get him? And he's like, yeah, it's a good plan. So are you in or are you out? And she's like, look, you don't understand just how bad this dude is. He has global domination in his cards. We gotta play this right. And he's like, right, which is why I'm gonna go get him. And she's like, oh my god, fine, whatever. Just meet me on the rooftop in a few hours, 3 a.m. So a few hours pass, and she comes out dressed as a Roman legionnaire, and it turns out that her father betrayed Batman Incorporated. His name was Legionary, and she's now working with Batman Incorporated. And Batwing's like, wait a minute, hold on, why? What does that have to do with Caligula? Why? Huh? And she explains, my dad betrayed Batman Incorporated because of people like Caligula. Therefore, I'm going to take him out as a symbolic thing, you know? And Batwing's like, all right, sure, whatever. So she explains Caligula's whole thing with the diamond mines from the very beginning of this arc is that there is a specific diamond that Caligula has that is attuned to all of the other diamonds from that mine, and using it, he can actually hear things through the diamonds. And because only rich and powerful people buy his diamonds, he's able to use that to get trade secrets and secret classified information and stuff like that, and essentially rule the world that way. So they break into his vault. They steal this diamond and then they run out. And as they are about to go to his bedroom to grab him, they are, of course, caught out. And like he's like, hey, geniuses, do you think I didn't have anybody watching my super precious diamond? Like, what the hell were you even thinking? And he knows his Batwing, and he's like, oh, hey, you're the guy who's been causing me problems all this time. Yeah, and you're dressed like a Roman legion. I don't actually know who you are. What's going on here? So she spits in his face, and Batwing takes that as the opportunity to throw out some gas canisters to distract all the other guards that are around. He grabs Caligula, starts dragging him downstairs, and Caligula's like, you'll never get away with it. I have too much manpower. You're just two people. And Batwing just punches him in the face, tells Legionnaire, okay, you're going to take him down to the coast. I have a boat that will respond to my location as soon as I get down there. You just wait for me. Okay, cool, great. So he goes and he starts fighting off all the guards. Meanwhile, Legionary is like immediately overpowered by Caligula. Like just for a moment, he punches her in the face and then runs into a panic room. And as soon as he gets in there, he launches the self-destruct sequence for his entire little private island thing. So Batwing gets back and he's like, dude, the island's blowing up. I leave you alone for 2 seconds. And she's like, oh, he's trapped in there. What are we going to do? And Batwing just pulls out some special batarangs that melt right through the door. And he grabs him, busts out a window, and they all dive into the ocean as the island begins exploding behind them. And then, of course, Legionary's like, well, what are we supposed to do now? We can't go back on the island. It's exploding, and we're going to die out here in the ocean. And he's like, dude, I told you like 2 minutes ago. I've got a boat. It'll be here in like 10 seconds. So they hop on the boat, and he's just like, you were pretty good back there. If you're ever in Gotham City, look me up. And she's like, you were pretty good too. How about we go get dinner and you eat like a king? And he's like, yep, that sounds good. I love Italian. Cue laugh track. End of book. I don't dislike it from like an individual issue standpoint, but like this is what we were building up to over this entire arc. Like we had the diamond mine, we had the ant colony people, we had like Lady Vic coming in, and all it ended up being was, hey, it's a rich dude who has a super special diamond. And then we immediately take him out in one issue of him being introduced. Like, I don't know. It just, pacing-wise, that seems poor to me. I feel like we should get a bigger lead-in, if that makes sense, or at least an issue where it's like, oh no, here is his true might, the idea that he can take over the world. Instead, he's a wimp who just immediately has everything blown up around him. I don't know, maybe that's the point, but regardless, it just feels strange from a pacing point of view. Beyond that, I mean, it's an okay issue, but I wouldn't give it anything too high. I'd say, honestly, flat 6. I think it's got a bit too much exposition in it, and it's self-contained. I'll give it that. If you want to just see like a single thing of what Batwing's up to, honestly, I'd say last issue because it's a 0-year tie-in and it's much more self-contained than even this is. But yeah, no, it just feels like this was wrapped up in a hurry for no particular reason. So, 6.